Yeah, okay, we'll just continue the conversation. Here, as we said, the Indian system is where the marriages are mostly forced onto the children, or if you want to call it arranged. And you had an interesting theory on that it's similar out there in Spain.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the best example is we have monarchies.
Okay.
Monarchies. These days it is changing. We have our prince got married to a journalist.
Yes.
When it happened, it was like a huge controversy. Lots of people were against it because the prince should have married someone from another royal family.
Okay.
And the parents should have looked for that person and should have agreed.
The people really wanted an arranged marriage for their prince.
Yeah.
Not just go marry anybody you like.
No, of course. In the end, it has been accepted, but there was a huge controversy, and that is just round the corner. It was just a few years ago. No,
yes.
It was not like... And also, you go to the upper class, and parents will actually not arrange marriage like they'll bring... Look, this is a person you're going to get married to, which is how it was a few years ago, like 50 years ago or something like that. But they will say...
They'll make sure they keep bumping into each other.
Yeah, and they'll party and look, this is who, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And also themselves, the people who get married, they have it in their mind. They will ask and they will be aware that the parents are okay with them getting married to this person or that person. Actually, the one who breaks the rule is in a way put outside the family. It's like, how can you marry that person?
Oh, right, below your caste, or maybe even way above. Even both are disliked.
Yeah, this typical sentence that the mother say to the daughters. It's not that they say openly, but it's like, you should marry a doctor, you should marry an architect. So, because
it's basically arranging a marriage, which suits the families.
Exactly.
The money probably to keep the money within the family. Is that why the women are asked to marry?
Also because of social status and what people might say and what people might talk about. I mean, I'll give you an example. I know this guy, he's Spanish, he was going to marry a French, and the parents going to a drama. How can you marry
a French girl? Are you crazy?
You should marry a Spaniard,
Okay,
and that's not like a status, but it's
does that lead to violence? Does it ever get to a violent stage where people just say, I want to kill her because she's doing this? Or I've read stories about where the father gets so angry. In India, it happens that there's honor killing, they call it.
Yeah. You used to have that more in the past.
Okay.
We have a very important writer called García Lorca, and he's got several plays talking about all of these, about women mainly, but about this guy running away with another girl because the family wanted him to get married to another lady
whom he didn't want to.
Both of them die at the end of the play. So it's just been happening like 50 years ago, no more.
Yeah, and the other thing was that women, we're all concerned about their safety and all that, but they have been equally manipulative. Women, they have manipulated men. They have found ways of now taking today's more liberal attitudes and try to turn it around so that now they are riding high. Does that happen there?
Well, yeah. I mean, you have cases in Spain, for example. The law is so strong in favor of women. Actually, some of the parties, they want to change it because a woman, if you insult a woman, the woman can say to a policeman, this guy has insulted me, he's abusing me. The guy will go 48 hours to prison.
Just by one word?
By one word. Then the guy might win the case and the woman might have to pay a fine.
Oh, that might happen.
Yeah.
It does happen. Then you go to court and you argue the matter out.
But you go for 48 hours to a prison. You lose your freedom for 48 hours.
Okay. So these must be very rare cases which should be highlighted by the press because they want to find some controversial subject. But the maximum amount of victimization and problems would be definitely from the male towards the female.
That's right. Yeah, because I mean, until we have a whole generation in Spain, more than one generation, especially those who are 40, above 40, who were told, this is your woman.
Okay.
She belongs to you.
Okay.
40, no, 50, above 50.
Okay.
It's like she has to stay at home, cook for him, she shouldn't work. I mean, I have examples of people she was the older one in the family.
You even said your mother threatened to leave.
Yeah, my mom actually, she was studying law, but because she had a brother, the parents said, look, the male is the one who's got the rights to study. You go and find a husband and you'll be a housewife. And actually, out of that, all of that pressure, she got to a point that she said, I want to leave, I'm gonna go because I'm tired of all this, pressure. I have to just cook and clean and da-da-da.
It's amazing. It's almost like a story from India.
Exactly.
It's happening everywhere. That means there are certain similarities that we can't get over.
No, it's been, women has been
suppressed.
Yeah, been suppressed, and men have owned women for a long time.
And it's much worse in the Middle East, where they seem to own them completely. But here, at least in Spain, it's not quite that bad, is it?
Not now. But as I say, I mean, 40 years ago, it was bad. It was bad. For example, in the villages, if a woman, the husband died, she has to wear black until the end of her life. She cannot meet.
Oh, the widows are just
widows,
shunned.
and also the youngest in the family, the woman, the youngest in the family,
youngest daughter,
she cannot get married because she has to look after the mother.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah.
So now you've heard some of these things which sound startlingly similar to what we are going through. When we come back, we'll find out what Cesar is planning to do about it. In fact, what he is actually doing. That's the interesting part of where we'll go after this.